Andy also had fantastic ideas for the whole soundscape and how everything should work together. He added heaps of gags and tonal things throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
Because I pitch shifted every time. Boom, boom. I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
In post-sound, we started to hear rumours of projects coming in, and this sounded like one where I'd get to be quite creative, and actually it sounded like a project that would need a sound design.
The things I particularly liked that he did was in the scene where Dawn tells Tommy to bugger off in the foyer of the house. Basically, there are these atmospheres that just rise, and this bass just comes over the entire audience.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Bugger off!
It's kind of replicating this, you know, what's happening emotionally with the characters. But then after she hits the high point of that scene, it gets cut out, and then she runs up the stairs, and there's this little squeak, 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 squeak as she goes up the stairs. It flips the tone on its head. A
lot of the more obvious comedic elements are in the soundscape, where you get little cheap gags in the soundscape, I think. Some of the stuff we're doing is kind of serious. We're using elements of the sound design to cue the audience, to let them know that it is still lighthearted. So, you know, a girl falls out of the window and dies, and all you hear is like a frog ribbit.
When Tommy falls down the stairs, you know, it's kind of a comedic scene, a bit of, you know, action-y type of stuff happening on, but he falls down the stairs, and something that could be incredibly shocking has this kind of like, you know, it does have a bit of a, you know, a cartoony kind of rhythm as he goes bang, bang, bang down the stairs, but then there's this small, you know, like almost like a penny that rolls and drops. It changes that entire rhythm, so it makes it comedic, and it kind of works. The foley that we always talk about is the cunnilingus foley that Mia Stewart was called in especially to do. She's an expert at that.
She couldn't work out how to make the sound on her own, so I told her she had to lick her hand.
Yeah.
So we've got this this little girl in the foley pit licking her hand to the vision of a guy going down on a girl.
I thought it was a bit embarrassing to be there, so I let Andy and Mia work on that together.
That was fun. That's how we made the sound.
It kind of works on a dramatic level because this repressed character is kind of called into this room. You know, it comes into this room to see these visitors, and she's being confronted by what's in front of her. And so the soundscape is actually working on two layers there, which is kind of cool. Sound is so important in terms of creating that believability in the world.
It's good when you have a reference. Not so good when you're just kind of told by the director what's going to happen in this shot, and there's just a big empty space. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry about that, there's a dead body there. And I'm like, oh, good. Where?